Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup.
To see who's going to be able to draw first blood in this series. HLE on the coveted blue side, so it does feel like they're the ones that really do have to draw first blood in this one.
Yeah, and you can already see they're setting up for the lane swap, but I think this is smart from Hanwha also with the champion to spin.
Zeka already finding an angle onto this Rumble, not quite getting the stun, the heroic charge not quite working, and down to 100, but he'll walk out, no flash needed.
This is huge though, wait, they might keep going here.
Tanking.
All right, Zeka's just gonna dive underneath, doesn't find the chain, there's the headbutt for the kill. They have to throw the kitchen sink out of Knight's gonna trade one back. Down. Oh God, the flash, they just trade places and he keeps walking.
Assumed you'd be able to inform us how Australian lanes operate around dragons and things like this. I was relying on you for
Well, I mean,
this
it's just the opposite. It's just upside down, man. We're just the same as everyone else. Don't you worry. Our voices sound a bit weird, but that's about it. Okay, that's a flash pulverize. Headbutt comes back. On to on. He's going to get knocked up. Zeka finds the chain, and he's got the Spirit Rush as well, so there should be no way out here for On. Zeka picks up the first one after our shenanigans in the level 1.
And that is
so... you to either back off or over-aggress when he has backup, but hey, Hanwha Life just called his bluff there and he gets caught. Now nice, might be the same.
Yeah, could be in a little bit of trouble. Does have everything up and available. There's the Spirit Rush, but has to invest the flash as well.
I mean, at the time right now, BLG's probably going to be able to get that Drake, but that's such a cheeky play by Peanut and Zeka. That was no ultimate
for the semifinals, but they went 0-6 against this team that we're watching right now. So things don't make a whole lot of sense, but that should be 4 grubs going over to BLG. Will they make it out, or will they go for the team fight? That's the question. The teleport coming on in already. Knight is going to back up the rest of the team. Hanwha Life Esports taking control of the pit. Delight fumbling the engage a little bit. Magnus Storm comes through as Viper, trying to fight off Shun, but it's Zeka that picks up the first in the team fight. Shun down solo. Doran is leaving them on the floor, and there's the ultimate. Zeka says, you can be Vibe and I'll steal your ult, I'll just be better. Knight now just trying to escape, but everyone on HLE is chasing after them, and that is the team fight that won them the LCK.
It's incredibly difficult to lock him down in an area where BLG can actually manage to close the distance, especially with Peanut on this Poppy, but maybe Doran is the new target for Shun.
Yeah, if in doubt, gank Doran seems to be something that a lot of teams have caught on to as he's going to flash, looking to try and escape. This one gets underneath the turret. Now the Vault Breaker comes down. The Harpoon is going to skewer him. So there's one back for BLG.
Nice gank, and overall smart play there by BLG.
And I think in a micro situation like that, Hanwha Life Esports aren't going to be too worried. Probably being able to pick up this Drake with all that positional advantage that they get, they're going to be very happy with.
Success not being linear, because he peaked so hard at the 2022 World Championship, winning Worlds, and then was not nearly as good as people expected him to be the next year in the LCK, but has continued to work on his game, was actually very successful in the AD carry meta this year, and I think today is a better player than he's ever been, despite actually having that world title in 2022. So I can't wait to see what the future holds for Zeka.
Yeah, I think the way that they sort of approached winning Worlds and what that meant for that DRX roster, I think they knew it was a miracle. As that's another charge.
There's a play.
Doran looking to try and get out, does have the hop, gets over. There's a fadeaway. Decent ulti there from Peanut, just for the disengage, but a teleport going to be invested. Knight, this wave, and I don't think that anyone on HLE is going to be able to get over here. True Shot Barrage is, you know, a decent attempt, but it's not going to save it.
And this is where the power from Misfortune...
And that's amazing here for me for BLG. They almost cheat it. Normally when you make a play topside, you're trading it for Drake, but Peanut doesn't do any damage. So he can't actually take the Drake on his own, and now BLG has ran all the way back across, and they're going to look to contest this as well.
Yeah, been on a great flank angle here as Peanut finds himself alone. There's the flash out, but the follow comes through. Chain's going to connect there from Zeka, but Peanut, I think he's not long for the world, and there he goes. Doran, that Narbar is looking absolutely gorgeous, but the boomerang is not going to find the mark. Looking for the straggler there as On is just going to back away. Throws out the drill. Knight is at a third health.
That they've made it into a slight gold lead.
And I think this is why picks like the Ari, like the LeBlanc that we saw for Knight are so vital to this squad. It gives them that opportunity to try and play.
Big deal. Peanut's going to come on over and pick that one up. So some vision that's irremovable around this Dragon. That's going to be sole point for HLE if they can get it. And they are starting it up immediately. Been there though. Equalizer at the ready.
They have such good position right now on this Drake. BLG's going to have to hard force in. The Arya is on a flank though.
Yep, the Narbar is now in perfect position here for Doran though. BLG, can they actually stall this one out? That's going to be the question as Knight. He throws out the ultimate. The chains are going to miss. He's just dodging Zeka. That's going to be Peanut. He just says, goodbye, Mr. Jungler. I'm the one with the smite now, and he will be able to secure it. And Peanut was always just that guy that's been able to make this champion do some amazing stuff, but hasn't really been gravitating to it more recently. It's good to see it as there. Speaking of which, heroic charge, and there goes Knight. Blink and you'll miss it, and the Ahri is just dead. Now Shun's gonna face check it. Zeka that finds him, and he's just dashing around, making sure the enemy jungler cannot get into this Baron pit. And I think with just one pick, they'll be able to take this Baron after one ultimate takes them a dragon. Will we get another team fight? The answer might be no, unless BLG find an angle here. There is a two-man Magnus Storm. They're off the Baron now as the bullet time does barely anything. Equalizer is gorgeous, but the Baron goes over to HLE, and I think that they should be able to disengage with just a little bit of stake left on the ground. As On, are you by yourself, buddy? He should be taken down. It's the ultimate from Peanut. Says, all right, we'll just take two of them. Set up the kills as Elk goes over the wall. Doran almost just dies as Zeka has to flash to get himself back into the Baron pit. And now I think that disengage that I was calling for, 20 minutes ago is going to happen.
What a brawl around this Baron. It is destroying BLG in this game.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Of course, just a bit of a reminder.
Because they found these small picks, but BLG has been able to secure so many minions and just passive gold that there's actually not a big lead here. They even cleared that wave pretty easily. 1/3 of the mid turret being down at 30 minutes. And
good reaction there from Peanut, but he's not going to be able to react to the charm. They managed to lock him down to the bullet time, getting a fair bit of value. But the pulverize is huge. Delight knocks up 3, and the rest of HLE will knock the rest down. Ben is told to leave. Viper chasing him out at night, and his top laner are the only ones left alive unless Viper has something to say about it. He gets underneath his turret and 1,000 gold. There is nothing in this at all, but it's now Ocean Soul on the table for HLE, and BLG do not want them to get it.
10,000 damage goes fast on that Drake. BLG has to rush this play.
Yep, Zeka on a flank angle now, clearing up vision RBLG. They are in the fog of war for the moment, but can they actually get here in time? Is Shun nowhere near the pit, and Peanut's going to be able to lock that one down. Now Zeka dives into the backline. Knight out of there with the Spirit Rush, but so is Zeka. They're able to take down the Horse Lady before the fight even really starts, and there is another 1-2. Shun's just taken down. The Rumble gets one, but it's Viper that's laying down the Mystic shots. He gets a double, but who cares? It's an ace for HLE.
BLG can't set up, and Hanwha are giving them a big old hug with all these melee champions.
What year is
BLG
it? Is it 2022 again? Like, I don't... Zeka hasn't been doing this all year.
Zeka Silas always arrives. You can't short sell Viper though.
Oh, yeah.
606, 330 CS at 32 minutes on this Ezreal. The Baron buff is down. I don't think they can end it here, but my God, did they break this game open.
Certainly did. They break the base open as well. Mid lane out of turret will finally go down, but the inhibitor on the bottom side of the map as well. This does feel like a real gut punch from HLE for the first time this game.
And the last time we saw BLG go up against Doran, Peanut and Delight, they beat game 1.
In the draft. So even now going into game 2, you're not getting free information necessarily if that flex is going to come through. But now Baron back up on the table once again. And BLG looking to try and set up their 6,000 gold behind. And it's an Ocean Soul as well as Peanut. He comes out. There's another two-man bolt. There goes Knight. He just doesn't get to play the game here in game number 1. The bullet time actually getting some value, but they just sidestep it. Ben not allowed in, not allowed to do anything at all. That equalizer is still up and available from the Death Chamber. Is Doran somehow almost surviving? It is going to be the Gnar falling, but it's HLE that'll march towards the Nexus and look to close game 1.
The ace may not be clean, but the fight sure is from Hanwha. Beautiful flank, beautiful stuff, and a beautiful game 1.
HLE absolutely showing up.
And there is the first Nexus to go down in the series.
These were the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.